Little girl paid with pennies for cake. Baker's next move brought everyone to tears. The bell above the bakery door chimed as 7-year-old Emma pushed it open with both hands. The sweet smell of fresh bread and vanilla filled her nose as she stepped inside, clutching a small jar tight against her chest. Behind the counter stood Mr. Chen, a kind man with flour-dusted apron and gentle eyes. He had owned this little bakery for 20 years, watching neighborhood children grow up one cupcake at a time. But he had never seen a child look quite as determined as Emma did that Tuesday morning. "Good morning, sweetheart," Mr. Chen said, wiping his hands on his apron. "What can I do for you today?" Emma approached the counter, standing on her tiptoes to see over the glass display case filled with colorful cakes and pastries. Her eyes landed on a small chocolate cake decorated with pink roses. It was perfect. "I need that cake, please," she said, her voice barely above a whisper. Mr. Chen smiled. "That's a beautiful choice. It's $15. Emma nodded seriously and placed her jar on the counter. The glass container was filled with pennies, hundreds of them. She had spent weeks collecting every penny she could find, checking under couch cushions, searching parking lots, asking neighbors if they had any spare change. "I have my money right here," she announced proudly. Mr. Chen looked at the jar, then at Emma's hopeful face. He could see this cake meant everything to her. "Let me help you count these, okay?" Together, they emptied the jar onto the counter. Penny by penny, they made small stacks. Emma counted along, her lips moving silently with each coin. Other customers began to notice the little girl and the growing pile of copper coins.
$1.47, Mr. Chen announced when they finished. Emma's face fell. She had been so sure she had enough. "But I've been saving for so long," she said, her voice trembling. "Can you tell me what this cake is for?" Mr. Chen asked gently, kneeling down to meet her eyes. Emma took a deep breath. "It's for my mama. Today is her birthday, and she's been really sad lately. Daddy left us last month, and Mama cries when she thinks I'm not looking. She always made me birthday cakes, but she never gets one for herself. I wanted to surprise her." Mr. Chen felt his heart squeeze. He looked at this brave little girl who had worked so hard to do something special for her mother. Around them, other customers had stopped talking, listening to Emma's story. "You know what?" Mr. Chen said, standing up. "I think your mama is very lucky to have such a thoughtful daughter, and I think $1.47 is exactly the right price for this cake." Emma's eyes widened. "Really? But you said $15. I made a mistake," Mr. Chen winked. "This cake is on sale today, a very special sale, just for very special little girls who love their mamas." He carefully placed the chocolate cake in a white box and tied it with a pink ribbon. As he handed it to Emma, she threw her arms around his waist. "Thank you, Mr. Chen. Mama is going to be so happy." After Emma left, skipping down the sidewalk with her precious cargo, the bakery remained unusually quiet. Mrs. Rodriguez, a regular customer, approached the counter. "That was beautiful," she said softly. "How much was that cake, really?" $15, Mr. Chen replied, already reaching for his wallet to cover the difference from his own pocket. "Wait," Mrs. Rodriguez said, pulling out her purse. "Let me pay for it." "No, let us," said Mr. Thompson, stepping forward with his wife. Soon, every customer in the bakery was offering money. They wanted to be part of Emma's gift to her mother. Mr. Chen tried to refuse, but they insisted. By the time everyone had contributed, there was more than enough to cover the cake. "What should we do with the extra money?" asked Mrs. Rodriguez. Mr. Chen thought for a moment, then smiled. "I have an idea." That evening, there was a knock at Emma's apartment door. When her mother opened it, she found Mr. Chen standing there with a box of groceries, a bouquet of flowers, and an envelope. "I'm sorry. Do I know you?" Emma's mother asked, confused. "I'm Mr. Chen from the bakery downtown. Your daughter came to see me today. Emma appeared beside her mother, still excited from the cake surprise that afternoon. "Mr. Chen, what are you doing here?" "Well, Emma, after you left today, something wonderful happened. All the customers in my bakery heard about what you did for your mama. They were so touched by your love that they wanted to help too." He handed the envelope to Emma's mother. Inside was $300 and a note that read, "For a wonderful mother, from your neighbors who were inspired by your daughter's love." Emma's mother sank into a chair, tears streaming down her face. For the first time in weeks, they weren't. Tears of sadness. "I don't understand," she whispered. Mr. Chen knelt down beside Emma. "Sometimes, when we do something out of love, it creates more love. Your daughter's pennies were worth much more than money today. They reminded everyone in my bakery what really matters." Emma hugged her mother tight. "Don't cry anymore, Mama. See, everything is going to be okay." But these weren't the same tears her mother had been crying. These were tears of gratitude, of hope, of realizing that even in their darkest moment, there were still good people in the world. And it had taken her 7-year-old daughter's jar of pennies to show them both that love, no matter how small it might seem, has the power to change everything. As Mr. Chen walked back to his car, he could hear laughter coming from the apartment. Real laughter, the kind that starts healing broken hearts. He smiled, knowing that tomorrow he would tell this story to his own family, and they would understand why he loved his little bakery so much. Sometimes the smallest gestures create the biggest miracles, and sometimes a jar full of pennies is worth more than all the money in the world.